Da.
Because it's 10 years.
Whiteblade 117.
Aber so fort näher dieser des Shadows von. Hi, Angel Spawn.
Are you gonna share your screen like last time so we can keep up with you?
Oh, wait. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, yes. I forgot to unmute myself in stream. That's what you meant.
Right.
Womp.
Okay, I'm here. We good. Okay. So as I was saying while I was on mute, apologies to everybody. So, while we're waiting for our wonderful theme money to come in, we're gonna listen to Maya's theme from Turnabout, or not Turnabout, I'm sorry. The original Phoenix Wright Agency. You know, listen to the OG song while we talk. So you'll be able to hear it in the stream, not the call. So, that last case, it was mainly tutorial, but we learned a lot of bad stuff went down last time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think...
Someone catch me up to those who have not seen what's going on.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
last stream, if I may, Bella.
Of course, go ahead.
Last stream, we have discovered a few instances of the last case where our main character,
Ryunosuke Naruhodo, or just call him Naruhodo.
thank you, Naruto. He has been charged of a crime of murder and been brought into a very, very high-tier court case because the person that was murdered was from Britain, England. So this is as matters of, well, one could say, national security. Because if someone in Japan murders someone in Great Britain after they signed a treaty, it's gotta get some head turning. Therefore, we are presented with an option to defending ourselves, which Naruhodo did. During this case, we found out their witnesses have been hiding a third body, the woman that Naruhodo himself claimed saw.
Suspect, not a body. Body would insinuate someone died. I apologize, but it's a suspect.
Suspect.
Yes, that's a correct term.
And turns this woman, an absolute scumbag, as she is, bring Naruhodo of the crime. And it seems she was not at one to place and erase the evidence, for it is the Japanese government with the police bureau to keep her presence at the scene of the crime a secret.
Yeah.
Therefore, afterwards, after pressing forward about her crimes, which she is a student at the nearby school, or was it a college?
It was Yume University.
Yep, Yume University, thank you. Where she has researched into poisons, and guess what happens to be the cause of that actual death?
Indeed.
Not only does the man was...
That's my line. Sorry. Anyway, go on.
With that being, she paralyzed the man who was basically unable to breathe or move, being standing in a chair while he placed the crime scene to make it look like he was eating, but the poison was already in effect and shot the man in the chest. Little did she know that Plata would come back to bite her in the proverbial rear.
You can say but is not a bad word.
But it's more appropriate.
Anyway.
Because of her elegant. So after we the poison was discarded because someone literally decided to let her have it in arm's length. We proved. Well, to be fair, everyone was for blame for that one.
Oh, even the bailiff.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, to be fair, yeah. But it turns out there was another opportunity for when Dadahoto realized the steak plate, it had blood on it. And since he figured out the steaks were switched with the ones that the sergeant was chewing on, it turns out, yes, there was a blood match on the steak plate of the scene of the crime. And that turn actually revealed the truth, which Bella can explain.
So let's see. I'm sorry, what was your last statement? I kind of zoned out. I apologize.
Dang it, Bella.
I tend to ramble. I understand.
No, you're
My
fine.
voice is not... Yeah, my statement was, the steak was what revealed the truth, and Bella would tell you this thing.
Yeah, so what we found out is that during the court case, we found out that the reason that they took a private court case for this was because the incident could affect the treaty between England and Japan. So hence why that. Retro, get your butt in the call.
But then-
Christ on a bike, Bella!
Also, be right back.
Retro,
But
I
yes,
offered you
but
to
that's...
answer the call. Come on in, bud.
But that's not the truth. The truth was
Sorry.
that was like the reason why she got like exposed to what she is and what happened in the event.
Yeah. Well, the reason we were able to turn it around after she threw out the evidence was because, remember, Ryunosuke was not just a... Sorry, Costa. It was, right. Kazuma told Ryunosuke, see what you remember. And he remembered blood being on the steak plate. And this led us to realize that Yasanosa, who was a sergeant, we found out that he switched to steaks so he could hide the koban from Hiryo Korekuta-san. And, yeah, it's, oof.
May I quote
Yeah.
Naruto? May I quote Naruto for this one, Bella?
One wild case. Yes.
I haven't a clue what's going on here, but I'll act like I do.
Yeah. Indeed.
But after the cold Swan literally tried to take her to the literal heavens as birds are popping out of the sand goose on top of her head, she admitted her guilt. But in the end,
We
it doesn't
pretty much
matter.
got her the breakdown and got her in. Retro, come on in, buddy. I invited you to voice act. Let's, we're waiting.
But-
Please,
But-
Retro.
We actually been waiting
But-
for a couple people besides Retro, but.
Yeah.
uh,
But to be
well, actually-
fair,
no, actually, Retro's
Bella?
the only one. Yes.
Bella, to
Please,
be fair,
Retro.
Yes.
but Bella,
Yeah.
don't forget the quote. To her, it's nothing more than a mere game.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
She could have literally ruined a man's life and get away with it.
That is true.
Even if
Oh, are you not going to join us then, Retro? Okay, so Retro's not going to join us, so we'll need another voice actor to take his place.
I am going to be right back.
Back.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
I'm gonna be right back, Bella.
Okay.
Oh, and let's not forget about the party words. About the last case from before it ended.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going on a trip with our certain samurai.
Oh, you can? I mean, for a little bit, yeah, if you want, Retro. I mean, it's up to you. I did see you vote to do voice acting, so that's why I messaged you earlier. I try to get everybody in so to be like, hey, 5:30 p.m. Everybody come on in. And that's the splits ESC, by the way. Actually, my brain keeps forgetting we don't live in the same time zone. We all live in different time zones.
You think that's weird? I could have sworn it was the afternoon for the fucking evening. check the clock. It looks like it's already like 5 o'clock. It's like 12. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like 12.
So Retro, join us in waiting call, and I'll move you right in.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. You think evenings to the afternoons are weird? Try having a fucked up eternal clock.
Oh,
Yeah, that's-
right. That's a shame.
I have a messed up eternal clock, so I may-
I can't invite you to the call, man. You're in the server. You have to join a call. Just join any of the calls in the server, and I'll bring you right in.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, guys.
Let me just
I want you to know this is my cat meowing.
I just gotta make
You
sure.
little shit. You little shit.
Rawr. Oh, there he is. There we go.
Yo.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, once again.
Yeah, just a little reminder. Everybody was supposed to meet at 5:30, like about 30-ish minutes ago, so I can get everybody set together. But now that you're here, I don't have to edit the boogie tech. I figured out how to do it. So anybody that can join in, like the moderators can suddenly join in and like help out voice acting if they want to. So I am waiting on one more person, but I don't see them coming in yet. So hopefully we'll get them in later.
Sure.
So Retro, how well can you do a British accent?
Oh, you mean like this? Oh, it's just a little bit of a Dick Vine, die kind of shit. Oh, I say.
Austin Powers it.
What word?
How about a Sherlock Holmes, my man?
Discombobulate. Only many times. Living in the man, no. But
Alright, I think we're gonna take the. Oh,
I mean, I'm not sure if you want me to do Roger Downey Sherlock or the British Sherlock.
I want you to look at the character and make a voice for him. And. There he is! Naruhodo-san!
What the hell that is going to?
Hi, Naruhodo! Welcome in. Now we have
Nice.
a party in here.
Oh, great! I didn't miss anything. Good.
No, we were waiting on you.
Didn't miss
friend.
much.
We're waiting on you, friend. We were just discussing the last case.
All right. So, what the motley crew we got here?
So pretty much, we were explaining to those who were watching the last 2 days of Chaos and Disorder. We were pretty much explaining what happened in that case and realizing that in the end, Giselle Brett could not be tried again in British court because, I think it was something. It was something because she now has to go to Shanghai for the court for some reason. We don't know. We're still trying to figure out why. So,
Oh, you will, and trust me, you'll be upset.
oh boy.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I just looked up my name in Japanese, and it's TNT Hakase.
Oh, Hakase for doctor?
Yep, just
Oh,
TNT Hakase.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I know Pasta's character. So here's what we got. So this next one is a investigation tutorial. That's all I know. But we got our
Enough.
characters down. I was able to discuss characters with everybody here. We do have one more character that's missing a voice, and sadly, our last person that I asked to come in is not here. So I might have to ask Spawn if you could take on another role. I just don't know if he's a silent character, but we'll have to see and wait. Let's just see what happens, and then if I can ask you to do another role, then I will. But for right now, let's hop into the game, everybody.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Just don't mind
Let's
me
do it.
having gun blood, by the way.
oh, oops.
What the heck? Who's barking?
That's my pup.
Henry.
That's my
Puppy.
pup. Uno momento, por favor. I gotta get you guys stretched out. There we
Por
go.
favor.
Yeah.
Give your puppy a little belly loving.
There we go. I know I love hearing Maya theme song from the original game, but we gotta focus on this game now. There.
Is Cassie here?
Casa's character is coming later anyway, so I think she did say she's gonna BRB, but luckily her character's coming later from what I
Alright, let's freaking do this, people.
Yeah. So let's see where we're going.
Let
next.
us begin.
So the next episode is the adventure of the unbreakable speckled band. Very
Speckled?
excited to start this. Yes.
I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything from the game.
Wait, what?
I can't hear anything from the game.
Oh shit! Is it still quiet? Maybe it's still quiet.
You know, it's sort of funny.
How about now?
Okay, now I hear it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. So now we start Investigation Part 1. The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Man. Okay, I thought I got a message from one of them. Alright, now we start.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
Alright, let's see where this
Unbreakable
takes us.
speckled band, unbreakable speckled band, unbreakable speckled band, unbreakable speckled speckle.
The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band. Oh,
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern's shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me.
I know.
The victim's most perplexing final words. The speckled band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which you referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike.
It's a nope
It
rope.
truly was the most terrible speckled band I
I
had
really
ever
like
seen.
how they make it a noir at the very intro for Sherlock Holmes.
Here we go.
Burya. I think it's Burya.
Bria.
Oh. Oh, here he is.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious
Oh,
murder.
it's that girl.
That's Sherlock
Pray,
Holmes.
do excuse me. The cabin
Wait,
door was
who am I
bolted
playing
from the
again?
inside when the man was killed.
Sherlock Show.
No marks to suggest the
Retro's
bolt was
playing
tampered with in any
Sherlock
way.
Holmes.
So,
Right.
this would appear to be a
You can hear his
locked
voice.
room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled
In that case,
masterfully.
it's an escape room.
Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle.
You'll notice something quirky about this character.
A Russian word. So
Yeah.
the victim was a Russian.
Like all Sherlock Holmes are.
And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was
No, this is
conscious
just a
at the
particular
time.
quirk in mine.
This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently
talisman.
not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality.
This guy's loaded. What the fuck?
So this is where this
This big
is
seal
where
was placed
him
just
get the
prior to
idea of
incident
paint
by the
guns.
victim himself, I would
No.
venture. Well, what have we here?
What have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
your sunburns are showing.
That won't
Candy
be
ass looking
necessary.
ass mother.
You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What? Don't be absurd. This is murder, and it can be locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Who are you, and where have you come from?
There's Satoru.
I'm a great British
And
consultant
he knows the
detective, the
problem
only
true,
one in the
but
world.
probably won't say it.
Sherlock Holmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
And who is inside the cabinet?
We're about to see.
Indeed. Oh. Ryonosuke, this is you.
Oh, fuck, I'm here?
Yep.
My head is throbbing.
You.
What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. I can smell it.
Oh.
Yeah. Smells like.
Oh
Pee.
God, I've been abducted! Wait, I can't move!
Uh-oh.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, not again.
What the? Why am I in handcuffs?
I think
who's
this is Herlock Sholmes, I believe.
Who is he now?
Shall we wake up now?
Oh no, this is a random
Oh.
person. I'll do the sailor. We had to drag you out of the water. I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are true cold-blooded man.
You found me then.
Yeah, we found you, and now you criminal. How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe?
Sorry.
Now you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find
I
out
can
how
explain.
cold the ocean is.
No, I'll tell you everything.
I can explain.
There's only one thing I'd like to know from you.
Isn't that...
Why did you do it? Why did you take his life?
Miss... how do I say that name?
Susato.
Miss Susato. Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Ah, not this shit again.
Dar, this shit again.
Hold on a second.
I just got out of being a murder culprit, and now I'm back in being a murder culprit. Why does this keep happening to me?
Alright.
Because you're a
Bad
gold.
luck, maybe.
Where is he? Where's Kazuma?
Give me a second. Henry, stop it. Ha! You pretend you do not know? You are a wolf in a sheep's pelt. You are a killer. Do not try to make excuses.
What?
Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago. Here, this very cabin that was built and shut inside.
His body?
Yep. Guess what, folks?
Do not try to tell us you are doing this terrible thing in your sleep.
Kazuma's dead?
Yep.
It can't be.
Sorry.
And these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I...
I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Answer me, please.
No. No. Oh.
Poor man. Cannot catch a break.
And this is still Ryonosuke.
I know, Kazuma. It was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? Will we get in trouble?
Ah! Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study?
It was really something else when they brought your luggage in here earlier, though.
Give me a second.
I will say this. You are dead! Not big surprise.
Yeah.
No big surprise.
The way the Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor.
Da.
I thought I was gonna die.
Yes, I can still can't quite believe that. I really didn't think you would be able to fit inside my trunk, but surprisingly, you're quite flexible. Must have been, but you must be even less of a man than you look.
Hey! Honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. It turns out I'm a natural contortionist.
Who knew? Well, it's about 50 days until we dock to Great Britain.
You mean Great Britain?
No. But if you confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you.
I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway.
God, stowaway means cast overboard.
They are a sturdy bunch, that's for sure.
We are Russian. We are big, strong men.
What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady?
From our fabled judicial assistant Mokaba, or Mikaba,
I am
you
back
mean?
from dinner and hello, Ryu.
Ryu, that's Cosmo.
I was making the joke because of the headband.
From
It's
your
all
close
natural, would you
friend,
believe it?
Love him, Gossip.
from your close friend, more to the point, surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she gave me away.
No, but if she knew that would be done, that would make her guilty by association. Would you want that, Ryunosuke? It's for that. It's best that only you and I know about this.
I suppose so.
Anyway, it's about time that the steward is supposed to come and clean this cabin. I know it's cramped, but you better get in there. I think it won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze.
Yes, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'll be in for it.
Nah, stop worrying, you little silly bunch. I'll tell you what. Why don't you write "keep out" or something on this piece of paper I have on hand?
What?
And then I can stick it over the wardrobe doors once you're inside.
Oh, I don't know. Well, this came back to bite us in the ass.
Indeed.
God, they did.
We've only been at sea for about 15 days. How could this have happened?
The lawyers went to CCC to see what they could CCC, but all that they could CCC was at the bottom of the deep blue CCC.
I didn't get to read that. I didn't get to read that.
Wow.
Stay quiet. Don't make more trouble for yourself.
Let's make more trouble for myself.
No, I'm not a murderer yet. Okay, I was about to say something worse.
You said you admit everything about your crimes.
No, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on the ship, but murdering my best friend?
No one else could have done it. Admit the truth.
Susato-san. Please, tell me what happened. I need to know. Those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I could do is try and find out what really happened. He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. What happened?
Kazka's gone.
And these handcuffs. They think I did it?
Wait, someone can read their line?
No. Costa left for some reason.
It's probably
They think I'm Kazuma's killer?
Oh, okay, so Costa was summoned. That's fine. Costa
Okay.
was summoned for so I'll probably just go.
Alright.
What do you mean? What? It's impossible. How did he die then? What happened exactly? Please, Susato-san, you have to tell me! They don't know how he died? So presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then? Can't anyone tell me what exactly happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma? Please. Well, yes, I was, but don't cut me off. That means he was already dead when Susato-san arrived at this cabin door? I wonder. And the white tape there now shows exactly where it was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow. This is all very hard to believe for me too, trust me. Yes, alright. My head feels so heavy. It's so frothy like anything. Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now. I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time. No, that would have been impossible, obviously.
Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together.
He actually asked you? But why?
I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself.
I don't understand. Oof. Yeah, let me turn it up.
Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? I'd go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you.
Uh-oh. Kazuma's hiding something. Oh, there we go.
It's an idea that has been in my mind ever since the end of the incredible trial. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you out to become a lawyer yourself.
Well, yes, you did say that, but I didn't really think you were serious.
I'm always serious. Look at my bandana. Silence for it. I can assure you of that.
But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer.
Not too bad. Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. London is a spearhead of cultural development, the center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such important place with your own eyes, can there?
Well, no, definitely not.
But on a personal level, if you were to become a lawyer,
Then what?
nothing. Forget it.
Come on, man.
That smile.
He was always saying the same thing. And he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do it that with you.
Yeah, maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. The look in his eyes then. It was darker than I've ever seen it before. He changed his eyeshadow. Susato-san. I'm sorry that we kept it a secret from you. My stowing away on the ship, I mean.
If I know Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me. To avoid me becoming guilty by association.
That's exactly right, yes. We're perfect, in fact.
And then, last night... If you're not the culprit, then tell me. What happened last night here in this cabin?
Well, the thing is, I don't really remember. Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, well, yeah.
So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed?
Well, yes. Oh, don't look at me like that. I know it sounds unbelievable. Really, I do. But it's the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything.
Really? Wait, here's a word to learn. Ontoni? That means really? Ontoni? I actually almost said it. That's why I was gonna say that. So.
The more you know.
Exactly.
Is something wrong?
No, please forget it.
Sasuto-san, you have to believe me. I didn't do it.
I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is, there's no one else who could have possibly have done this.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? I can't take this!
Oh god, he's going to explosive diarrhea!
Don't try to go anywhere! You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen.
I'm sorry. But Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free? No! I can't allow that to happen.
Well, what do you propose to do then?
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life, and how and why they did it. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Oh. Did she just karate chop me in the back of the head?
No.
It ought to
judo
go for the back of the
throw.
neck.
No, she did a judo throw.
What the?
That was a Susato takedown.
A Susato what? What martial arts form is that?
It's called breaking a spine.
I'm going to need you to prove it.
Sorry? Prove it?
Yes, your innocence. I need evidence.
How am I supposed to?
Have you forgotten already? What you achieved just a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law.
Ah, I see. She expected me to present some conclusive evidence. I have to get Susato-san to believe me. I'll show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime.
Oh, right. The paper seal. Oh, wait.
You're right.
No, I know. This is something. Oh. Ah, that's the tape. Okay. Yeah. Akeruna. I believe it writes. Akeruna. And then we present.
Yes!
Tell me, when I was discovered in that wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors?
Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly.
I thought so. Cosmo always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there. Just in case the cabin steward or any other crew member decides to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well.
Oh! Yes, of course! The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them.
But if I were truly the culprit,
Oh, hold on a second. Alright, sorry.
I could have climbed back inside that wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors of my own.
Yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Can I be allowed to have my head back now? All the blood's rushing to my head.
You're allowed to have your blood so long as you prove useful.
Who the hell said that? No, I'm joking. Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor. Luca, hello there. Lucky for you to made it. Yes, have some lemonade while we play. I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you.
Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up?
Of course we get you up. There we go. Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here, at least.
Thank you. So you finally believe me?
I'm sorry. No.
Woman, what?
I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you use some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position. What?
What do you think I am, a magician? You're a wizard, Ryanosuke.
For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same.
All right, let's get to work, Satsuta-san.
Please don't
Now, I
misunderstand
want
me.
you.
I still have my doubts.
Oh,
I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example.
right.
What conjuring trick?
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Here's no wizard.
What am I gonna do? Use Avada Kedavra on this bitch?
Oh my god. Alright,
Well, anyway, I should make a start on investigating here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death.
Let's see.
I'm trying to go really hard on the
Alright,
acting here.
now we can examine. So, here's the little tutorial for those who don't know how to play this game. We have examine, converse, move, and present. Examine means we examine the room. Converse means we talk to the person in front of us. Moving means we can move to different parts of the room. Well, yeah.
Handcuffs under house arrest by the crew. Not to mention Sato-san's constant glares. I think it's fair to say I'm stuck in this cabin for the time being, at least. I should focus on investigating here to see what I can find out.
Well, you get my drift. You can,
Yeah,
we can go outside the room if we can, but present means presenting evidence. So let's examine.
Yeah, if we move, she's taking our ass down again.
So I see the soldier
No,
man.
I am standing.
Oh.
I am standing there by the door. You're not allowed to leave.
You are not allowed to leave. I am the soldier. Or I'm the sailor. Oh.
I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place.
Okay, that's alright. That's not. Oh! His sword.
Sword.
That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it.
Yes, he was always saying that a Japanese man's katana is his soul.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on this trip.
I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone. But I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet.
I don't like that chicken leg on the bottom, but I can't look at that. Oh dear, that won't do.
What's the matter, Sato-san?
Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused, I forget to look around properly.
Yes, that's not good. It's called being nearsighted.
I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you not, a little son?
Wait.
Oh! Now we can examine the whole room. I'm sure you're careful to look around using B and M, aren't you? So now let's investigate all corners of this cabin.
I will say this. What if...
Yes, let's do that.
Hold on, TNT.
I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now. I gotta put on my glasses.
Alright, now we can examine. As you were saying?
What if that's not chicken, but the goose?
I want to examine down there, but I really can't. Oh,
Looks like turkey legs.
What's that?
I'm just saying because their goose is cooked.
What do you think of this? There's like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever that thing is, it appears to have broken clean in two.
The glass is such a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little Nitsuke fastener from a kimono outfit.
I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma, but he wouldn't have secretly carried our little cute little trinket like this around with him, would he?
And the mark beside it, what is it, I wonder? It has a sort of brick-like hue.
Yes, you're right. It is the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything in the same color anywhere else in this cabin.
Alright, you know what? Let's examine the bookcase.
Books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they're all toppled the same way. Who rocked the boat?
Who rocked the boat? Huh.
Or let the boat over?
Oh my god. And
I
what's
don't
this?
know.
A statue of some god of the sea? Although he's fallen over as well.
Kill Poseidon! Yes.
Poseidon is dead. Not
Yes.
big surprise.
Yes, it's
Wait.
almost as if the whole shelf has been
Isn't he a
ransacked.
god?
And everything mown down at once.
I wonder if perhaps it was Kazuma-sama doing his morning sword training, do you think?
I seriously doubt it.
And perhaps it was you, Naruhodo-san, in a fit of rage?
Wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. Could the lady's face have been thrown about have anything to do with the case, I wonder? Maybe he fought back.
Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like it to see a mess.
You're tampering with a crime scene, lady.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh, hold
Not
on.
tampering is your cleaning up the crime scene.
This seems important.
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria.
It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board.
Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Ah, that sounds like a clue, possibly.
What? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet?
Bitch!
I can't decide.
Well, one thing's for sure.
Woman,
Either
he is
way,
no pet.
I wasn't supposed to be in there.
Nor is he a dangerous weapon.
Okay, can I point something out?
Yeah.
Look to the door. Like, what's that next to the door that's a little crooked?
Oh, that's the lock. When I went for help and the crewman forced the door open. That's the bolt. This bolt had been firmly closed.
It's quite a small bolt, and not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. Still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure.
Ah,
I'm sure everyone suspects me.
Oh god.
Looks at me like that, I feel all tense all up in my spine.
I feel tense up all and down my spine hearing Kazuma's spirit, White Blade.
Hey, I had to say something. I don't get much fucking dialogue in
Kazuma
here.
is dead. Not a big surprise.
I remember reading once in a detective novel. The culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from the outside of a room in a situation like this.
Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I am an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabin and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid. Yeah. Have you used the needle and thread, Naruhodo?
I feel pins and needles all down my spine, and shivers down my spine.
Oh my god. It is Spooky Month, so... Oh!
Spooky, scary
Woods
skeleton.
was suspicious.
Ooh. Seigi. Oh, sorry. It's Seigi, I think.
Seigi, the Japanese word for justice. The brushstrokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma.
Yes, his calligraphy was always a reflection of his heart. Yet can you really look at those characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully?
Of course I can. I mean, I'm innocent, so why wouldn't I be able to?
Even though you stowed away on this ship?
Now you're going to bring that up
blame here.
I can't win.
Alright, I wanna click. Oh, we can click down here!
That's my dinner from last night. A roast chicken. It was really tasty.
Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here?
I'm not a dog, Susato-san. I ate at the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how the plate ended up being on the floor.
But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he?
No, that's right. So he didn't touch it. Which meant all the more for me.
Oh no! Does that mean poor Kazuma-sama spent his last night on Earth with an empty belly?
I'm starving.
That's too horrible.
No, I still only have a guilty
What's wrong with fried
and an
chicken?
empty stomach.
Oh.
Okay, what else can we expect?
Okay, nope. Alright. I thought I could click on the knife, but it's still the same thing.
What about the tablecloth?
There was no icon over it.
Yes, there was.
Maybe the chair. The chair must be the culprit. You!
Oh,
Did you
shit.
kill Kazuma?
No.
Okay, keep looking. Keep looking. Let's keep snooping.
Wait a minute. Oh, we
That
check
handwriting
that
looks
out.
suspicious.
I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin.
Isn't that a little odd?
What do you mean?
Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, looks like it must connect to the next door cabin.
Yes, it would appear to. You're right.
But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it can be connected to the outside.
That's true. Perhaps it is so that rain and spray don't find their way in when the seas are rough, or something like that.
The ship is made for travel, not...
Okay, can I make a theory?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I think happened, there was a struggle in here. Someone came through that vent into here, and Cosma had a little standoff with him, and whoever it was took him out and then escaped right through the way they came.
Hey, what about the ink?
I'll check the ink in a second.
Yeah, but keep investigating.
I'm gonna check
We
the
don't want-
table really quick, but probably. I mean, the only thing small that could fit in there is. Wait a minute. A human can't fit in there because if a human could fit in there, they had to figure out a way to go through those iron bars. Remember, there's iron bars here. This is where dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing. Oh!
So much.
London Diary.
Ooh.
If I may,
Yes.
can I read the diary of this last will and testament?
If we can read it, you can.
Poor Cosma, he didn't even make it to his destination.
It looks like as though the last entry is incomplete.
Which means, what? He was in the middle of writing it when the incident happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue.
Yeah!
The fuck, woman?
That's out of the question.
What?
Kazuma-sama may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts.
But what if it's something important? Something relevant to the case? Alright, I won't read it. Jeez.
Darn. Oh well.
I have a feeling if you were...
Poor
I have a feeling if Ryunosuke tried to ask that question again, she promptly tossed his ass out the window.
I don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? Can we have like a counter of how many times this guy gets taken down?
2, I believe. I believe it's been 2 already.
Yeah, 2.
Okay,
Poor
so...
Ryunosuke can't catch a break.
Okay, we can't highlight the ink, but we can highlight the words spoken. Actually, I want to check this one really quick.
His traveling case?
That's a very
Okay.
large traveling case, isn't it?
Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me.
And also me.
Hey, Grin, good to see ya. You're kinda a little bit late. Maybe about an hour late. Did you ever get my messages, by the way, Grin, about joining the call? Yeah, just let me know when you can. I know it's a little late. Memories? What do you mean?
Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case.
Ah, yes. I see it. I see it says this way up in Japanese.
Which in hindsight, I should have realized a foreign crewman wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here.
Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds.
Romantic? What part of that sounds romantic, woman? Well, it was less painful than a Sasuta takedown. Pretty sure I have a broken spine now.
Alright,
It's that takedown.
hold on. Oh, you were at work. Okay. Yeah, you offered to join the voice acting stuff, Grin, and I sent you a message to join the call. So if you still want, you can still come in. You just have to go into the waiting call if you're still interested. Alright, we can talk to the soldier, or the sailor, but we can also check out this. Ink, Oh, wait, we gotta check the wardrobe, too. Oh, fuck. Nope.
Misclick.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I think we have 4 places to check, I believe? Yeah, 4 places to check. Well, 5 if you include the soldier. Or the sailor. I keep calling him a soldier. It's a sailor, not a soldier.
Did Cosmo write that before he died?
Soldier is not on board this ship.
It looks like it was written in ink.
Alright, the lowdown is, if you still wish to join the voice acting stuff, just join the waiting call in the main area of the VC, but, so what's been going on is that Naruhodo is being accused again of, he's being accused again of murder, but...
The murder of his best friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm explaining the case now. So, we are trying to figure out who the hell murdered Kazuma. Because Kazuma was murdered while he was stowed away in a, in that, wardrobe over there. In the thing here, over here. So currently we're just starting the case. So we're trying to figure things out. He must have dropped the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
Then I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger into the spillage. Poor Kazuma-sama. No doubt he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it.
I suppose he was trying to hide some kind of clue in his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing.
I can.
Do they even have a motive?
Nah.
We don't know that far yet. Correct. I don't think that's Japanese, Naruhodo-san.
What? Then what language is it?
Gibberish.
It pains me to admit it, but I don't know.
It's not a force. Oh, no, force script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder?
It's Russian. Oh.
What the fuck? That was not there before.
What the fuck? Oh, hi, Herlock.
Who's that? He wasn't there a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. European. You've noticed the man too, have you? I have no idea how he is or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious. And tall. Suspiciously tall.
Naruhodo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is?
Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all.
I can hear you.
He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him.
Okay, so... Alright, so I guess Grin's not joining us for voice acting. Oh well.
You go. And he is investigating Kazuma's desk, or is he just playing on it? I can't tell.
Well, in that case, Sibley must talk with him.
Am I just imagining it, or does Zelda-san look almost uncontrollably excited?
By the way, I expected you to notice already, but just in case, if you press space on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them.
Alright, I'll get that especially tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself.
Oh, please do. Alright. So we examine the man.
Get off table.
Man! No, I'm joking.
Excuse me? Excuse me, do you have a moment?
This is
This is a critical point. Shush. This is a critical point of my investigation. This was here on the ground. And I keep the words at the ground and then
Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly.
Yes, perhaps that would be for the best. Oh, God!
Greetings. I hope everything's okay.
Here's the line.
I did read it real fast.
Okay.
Greetings. Hope I haven't kept you too long.
It's the main man jump scare.
I know. Scared me too.
What exactly are you doing on Kazuma's desk just now, Spider-Man?
Simple. What am I doing? I see. Fascinating.
Sorry, what do you see? It feels like he's looking right through me.
I see your soul. Oh, yes. Everything is clear now. The train of the reason has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been an identity skin, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I get it. That's a reference to when, I don't know if it was exactly a reference to the Sherlock Holmes, but I know in The Great Mouse Detective, Dr. David Q. Dawson was in Afghanistan. He was a surgeon. Which is pretty funny. I like that.
Ooh, you love Disney. I love Disney too.
I got it. Hold on. I gotta take a breath. Sorry.
You cut out!
Sorry. Take two. Sorry. What?
The subject is and now, with this adventure into the foreign lands, you find yourself in the most troubling predicament.
Oh. Well, that's true at least.
Indeed it is.
But how?
How the deuce did I know that? Perhaps. Was I really the most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining?
Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else?
Of course. As great many things, there is no mystery, my dear madame, for example.
This man gets no bitches.
Finger. Have you fled your native land of Russia, Bean, as you are mercantily revolutionary?
Yeah.
You leave 6 victims of an assassination in your wake, and now you travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower.
What?
But when the bearer of complaints for this cabin discovers your identity, you ended his life too. Am I wrong? Yes. I believe the summarized fact beautifully, though.
Hey,
What
Bella,
kind of character is this? This is not even Sherlock Holmes. This is some wacky copyright.
yes.
I think that's
It's almost
the
if
point.
it's into the bridge.
I think that's the point.
I do believe this is what
You need to hide the truth.
English calls
That's
a
just easy as that.
bootleg.
Oh my god. Anyways, as you were saying, White Blade, really quick.
Just like imagine it's a tumbleweed in his Kazuga's voice. Eblo.
Oh my god.
I heard that.
Just
I
to
heard
be
that.
clear, you're talking about me, are you?
Certainly I am. Did you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name.
Don't even see one person who fits the bill.
You're right.
Oh, don't tell me.
Oh, don't tell me you believe this shit. Oh, she
So
believes
it's
this shit.
true.
I don't.
It was you who did this to Kazuma-sama.
What? What?
And you're plotting a revolution, too. It's
Indeed.
shady behavior now.
Here's your-
Absolutely wicked.
No, listen. There's no way.
Discombobulate.
And
Number 3.
do I hear free?
Now explain yourself. Tell me everything.
This is ridiculous.
Pancake.
Pancake. How could you do it?
For pity's sake, open your eyes. I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously.
Oh, forgive me.
And as for you,
Yes.
What kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head.
My head's quite fine. Ah, but was I not right? With its been doing through a tour of the foreign climates, do you find yourself in the most troubling predicament? Do you not?
Well, yes, maybe.
There you have it. You see, what do you think of that?
Well, to be honest, if you cut me off, I swear to God, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of the murder. So I'm not really sure you could call it a deduction. It's more a plain observation.
Observation, deduction, indeed. An observation, my dear boy, is the basis of a deduction. My methods is founded upon these observations of purpose. You see, I announce my findings with brassy certitude. And more often than not, I am right.
No, he's not.
I don't think you introduced yourself.
I don't believe him.
Yeah, here's the thing, folks.
Apologies.
You want to know Sherlock, this guy's gimmick? He's correct on half of the times, but wrong on half of the other half.
So he's a
Excuse
quack.
you.
He's a quack.
He's a quack.
He's a quack. He is a quack. He's a quack.
Excuse me, I'm not racked. Thank you. My apologies. How remiss of me. I am none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women all over the world. The inevitable Sherlock
Holmes. I love that song though.
People call me Sherlock Schlongs for some reason.
Of course, but they don't give me compared to Sherlock Holmes. That guy's a fake.
I'm
I'm the real deal.
I like
The
this
real
song. It's
deal.
catchy. It's very catchy. Alright.
God, indeed.
So it's really you, the actual Sherlock Holmes?
Indeed. The very same. Name him or actual Sherlock Holmes.
Do you know? How does Sato-san? Who's this man? Do you know who this man, Sato-san?
The most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san, of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him.
What planet have I been living on then?
We must ask him what he's deduced. He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure.
Billy, why do I feel uneasy about this?
No need to feel uneasy.
Alright, let's converse. Alright, great detective.
Yes.
So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again?
Indeed, I am none other than the one and only Sherlock Holmes.
Holmes.
Oh, I see. You're German? Was it?
No. I had no hair. I mean, I had hair. Please call me Sloanes. You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication.
Oh yes, Rand's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially.
Ah, yes. Here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Don't read my chapter on this.
You're the protagonist of this series of short stories, then?
Indeed I am. And you?
And you've read so many of your own stories,
Mr.
you're starting to think
Sholmes,
you really
our
are a
Senator called,
detective?
and he wants his
I
crack
am a
smoking pipe back
detective.
from last week's
Boy.
shindig.
Grin! Hey, Usami, what the heck?
Well,
Why would you say that, Usami? Oh my god. Anyways.
make no mistake, I'm not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for? Your interference is backwards.
Backward?
Like your head?
Balance.
I trust you, but
Great detective achievements and chronicled them in the magazines.
You have a biographer?
biographer?
Do you have a biographer, do you?
Excuse me, I need to, I'll need to be right back.
Oh, you have to be right back?
Yeah,
Okay. You know what? I'll take over. Oh, shit.
sure.
I'll take over for a little bit. Doesn't everyone?
Why not?
Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson. Presently keeps shop in London.
Why not just give me him?
Dr. Wilson?
I actually thought Dr. Heroes would be a good one, but he didn't come in, so it's alright. Don't worry about it.
Fair.
I need more lines to do anyway. I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy observing. Why, this very moment, I am returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown.
Really? I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not.
You know.
Deduction, you see, to me, is a science, logical reasoning in its purest form. A science?
Really?
The astute observer notices even the most subtle of reactions of the subject. A fortuitous glance, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of the posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin. All these things are data.
Okay. Right.
The trained logician makes deductions from this data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. As I demonstrated only a few short moments ago.
How can you look me in the eye and claim that?
God dang it. So you see, I have a turn of both for observation and for deduction. And faith. That is what makes me the one and only Herlock Sholmes.
Alright.
Cool.
This guy is
Cosmo
full of himself. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet?
Have I managed to deduce anything? My dear fellow. Who do you suppose discovered the culprit in this most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you now, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Okay, I get it. I know your name. Ah, I see. In other words, I'm in these now because of him.
Yes.
When I became anxious about Cosmos this morning, I summoned all the crew members to force the cabin door open. And I concealed myself among their number, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective, Herlock Sholmes, was on board. And handcuffs seemed to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruto. Dang it. Come on.
What?
Your line.
I did.
You did it? Okay, no, I meant that to Herlock. He's a nutcase. The very moment I laid eyes on the scene, two facts were immediately apparent to me.
Oh, really? 2 facts, you say?
Oh. You know what? We'll get to those in a second. What were you just investigating?
Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you?
Kazuma? Ah, yes, the victim. Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text.
London Diary. Kazuma was keeping notes all trip.
Oh, thank you, Retro. Okay, yeah, so he has to go. Whiteblade, would you like to take over then?
Yes, I would love to.
Alright, okay, you did read your line.
But I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people.
Tragic. and something you ought to prepare, perhaps elucidate before.
Elucidate? Elucidate, I think.
Elucidate before the act of reading.
You mean you've read it already? Sazuto-san, please, you don't throw this man.
It is my business to know what other people don't know. And yes, I believe it or not, I am a smattering of Japanese.
Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what a Susato takedown is.
This bitch.
Sazuto-san, aren't you going to the frozen text with one of your trademark takedowns?
I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean?
Life is so unfair.
You do the judo throw to this man, and yet you don't do it to this cheap knockoff.
Anyways, to return to the matter at hand, namely that this diary belongs to the victim. It would appear that the final sentence is incomplete, as if the other author was cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray to be precise as to the details.
Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese.
Smattering, dear boy, a smattering. Sayonara,
Sayonara, Bonsai, Mikado, Nado.
I trust you are suitably impressed. But this diary is littered with more complicated-looking characters, of which I can only read precisely none.
Jesus.
This man.
I hope that's an actual good laugh to give this guy.
It's fine.
So what was all that showing off about before then? This guy is such a quack. He looks like Donald Duck's brother.
Oh my god. If you would be so kind as to show me, I would Susato, what the fuck? You wouldn't let us read it, but you'll let him read it?
This is sexism.
God.
No.
Anyway.
I think she just doesn't like you at the moment.
Well, she thinks we're guilty, so I'm sure she'll change around. If you would be so kind as to show me, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm much obliged, my dear madam.
The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, and I'll let you read it.
I hear a faint whistling or a sound.
1:23 a.m.
Oh, whistling sound? It's just Death pushing boots, walks through the door.
Bring it, bitch, I have a katana ready.
You're dead! Anyway. Remind me to never take him to Mexico. Alright, go on, Sholmes.
These are very deep waters. Pray, go on.
The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m.
What looks like some sort of sparkling speckled band is dangling from this ventilation gallery.
Oh, I was kind of right.
It's an animal. It might be an animal.
A speckled band? What on earth does that mean?
I have no idea. I never heard that expression before.
Ventilator galley, you say? The man was presumably referring...
Ventilator grill, by the way.
Ventilator grill, but the E silently got it.
Yeah. Oh.
To the lattice there on the wall. Lettuce on the wall, which connects to the...
I suspect Brett. I'll just say Brett.
Yes, the adjoining cabin.
Kazuma's diary has been entered into the court record.
We're not in court!
Well, we still have evidence to present, even if it's an investigation, remember?
So deal with it. We're not in court just yet. We'll be there soon. Keep your mouth and maintain and do not leave the cabin.
Alright, now we have 2 facts.
Mr. Scholz, tell us, please, what 2 facts were apparent to you when you came into the cabin this morning?
Alright, really quick question. What time would you guys like to end this server? I can do 8 or 9 o'clock. Or 10, preferably. Whichever, how long you guys can go for.
Well, I'm cool with whatever. What do you guys think?
Same.
Let's try for 10. Let's try for 10 p.m. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
That way we can get a lot written.
Unless my dad called my house.
You're fine. If you have to leave, I will take over for Ryunosuke. So, continue.
Okay. What 2 facts were apparent to you when you came across the cabin this morning?
Ah, yes. But first, let's us be precise. The 2 facts and questions were immediately apparent to me.
Yes, I understand, but what were they?
Allow me to
Elucidate.
Elucidate. 2 facts that I deduced were mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1, the cabin was locked within, rendering the escape from the culprit out of the question.
That is true.
Okay, good, that's true.
Number 2, the victim was Russian and was killed following the dispute with an acquaintance.
That's a lie.
Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. What makes you think the victim was Russian?
Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor, you idiot.
That is Russian.
Wait. Okay, the gears in my head are turning.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do a little thing here. Where is my app? Nope, that's not it. Oh, aha!
Okay.
Translate. Here we go. And it's gonna be from Russian to English. I have a cute little translator here. Alright, here we go.
Technology is so great.
What meaning?
Tartar? Wait,
What?
Tartar?
How convenient technology. Wait, what?
What?
Say that again, Bella?
Oh, it does mean wardrobe. It's correct.
You skipped my line,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think.
I don't know how it's pronounced, but...
Yeah. Insert word here. That is Russian word for wardrobe.
It is the Russian word for wardrobe. I just looked it up. So that's correct.
Hey, you forgot your line.
Yeah, you missed a line, Bella.
Oh, I did? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Do you really think Kazuma Samov could have left a dying message in Russian?
In their final, many find their native tongue filling their head. This young man, Russian.
I can just imagine Ryunosuke is just doing the Blitzo face from that one short episode. He's doing the Blitzo face.
Oh, here we go. Wardrobe. And it will not let me play it in English for some reason. I don't know why it won't let me play it in English. Or not in English, that's not what I meant. Why it won't play. Anyway.
Yeah, he said the line. Kazuma was Russian. Was he?
Initially, I considered Garderobe.
Garderobe. Potato.
Rob may be the name of the killer. Certain Robert Grad,
Guard.
perhaps?
It's guard. Sorry.
Very guard. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong to not look inside the wardrobe there at least.
I'm sorry. Did the mic not pick up my sneeze?
Nope.
It did.
Wait, did it?
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
So, I just helped you out, Bella.
Yeah?
It's wardrobe in Russian.
Wardrobe. Ah.
Here,
It's
the call.
you Russian pronounce it as wardrobe.
Gotcha. Where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly.
Quite. Found you and renew Russian revolutionary killer.
Why is it that I'm Russian too?
I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. And if my memory serves, that outfit is traditional dress of the Russian people.
Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people? I had no idea.
And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong.
Took a photograph of the victim and the message. That I might analyze it for possible hidden details.
Oh God.
Yes. This is taken immediately after the.
This is
Sorry.
Sean's. Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
This was taken after the young man was discovered and before the body was removed. There was shit everywhere.
Yes. Cosmo and Art had taken it away when I woke up. Oh shit.
You're fine.
This is the first time I've actually seen him like this.
He smelled something ungodly flammable.
I don't see any cuts on him, nor bruising, nor anything. I wonder what happened.
No cuts, no stab wounds, no bruises.
Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, thank you.
The photograph of the crime scene has been entered, so... Alright. However, that's not the end.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes?
Pray what?
You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all that...
Ah, yes, the train of reasoning that led me to the truth.
Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think?
Certainly, if that interests you.
What the? Alright, time for another translation. Oh, wait, shit. Oh. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, it's of course. Literally, of course.
How many times I'm not Russian and I don't speak Russian, you fucking quack!
And then your deduction just now.
Herb, can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded to me about me, I mean?
Ah, the famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in.
Actually, it was the other details I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the Merciless Revolutionary Assassin 60 part, huh?
Ah, yes, the more sordid details. It was fairly commonplace deduction. We have here the morning's paper. The main headline read: Revolutionary Volodymyr flees Russia via Secret.
Shanghai.
Okay.
Are
Yeah,
you
Wait,
fucking
Shanghai.
kidding?
Oh no. Oh
This
God.
vessel made a
Oh no.
call at Shanghai yesterday. Last night, a young Russian was murdered.
Oh God. Remember, that girl's supposed to go to Russia for her trial.
Since when was Kazuma a Russian?
It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma someone wrote on the floor.
It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary, the one who killed every man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you, Ellen Boroskovsk.
You gotta be. No. How could it be me? Don't look like anything like this, man. Just...
Look at his
No.
face.
Well, you are fearsome revolutionary after all. Therefore, you have no doubt to learn to revolutionize your appearance as well.
What? Please.
And I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more?
That is true. Because he was a stowaway.
Well, that's because I'm a stowaway.
What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower?
Ah, yes. The journalist clearly interview the man and paints all those particulars in the article. On the deeds the man has perpetrated thus far, and those he is plotting.
Let me turn it down a little bit. This is getting overwhelming. There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but if you can turn it up on your end if it's too quiet. I'm talking about the Discord chat, everybody. Anyways,
Yes, everything about the revolutionary Brisky was included.
actually, I think
There
that's
was-
Borshvik. I think that's pronounced Borshvik, actually. Yeah.
Borsvik was included. There can be no mistake.
Bolshevik.
Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters? I wonder.
And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan?
Sherlock reads between the lines. Herlock snorts between the lines.
Yeah, he snorts.
Also, quite clearly stated here in the article, right here, I have in my hand.
Also, hi, BB Gamer. How you doing, man? Or person. I forgot your pronouns.
Borsvik is
Borshvik.
recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan.
So technically he is true, but he's looking at us and thinking we're that guy we're not. So he is a quack. Oh, sorry.
Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan. Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan place.
And here, take the paper for yourself, a little memento of this great deduction.
Oh, thank you.
I absorb all that is interest to me within the pages. I have seen no rubbish bin nearby.
Article about revolutionary. And this is talking about the guy, Revolutionary Violin Borshevik. I believe that's how I'm pronouncing it, correct?
Yanosuke.
Oh my
Looking
god.
Revolutionary.
God damn it. Anyways.
And you may find the article on the back of the page of interest as well.
Back article. Oh wait.
Spin it. Spin it.
Oh! Wow! Who's this? Wait a minute.
You might
Wait a
investigate
minute.
there.
What? Wait, so if I pressed it... Hold on, why are the arrow keys doing this? Hold on, guys. I need to fix something.
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing. Give me a minute to get some water.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second, guys. You might see me go through different keys. Give me a second. Two. Okay. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, let me try this again. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so it doesn't work with the things on. Alright, so I'm gonna have to change them a different way. Okay, that's my fault. Apologies for the exchanging faces. So, what the heck is this then?
This is interesting.
Have you found something relevant, Naruhodo-san?
Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting.
I can't read a single word, I'm afraid.
No, nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess. Do you think?
She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you?
What are you implying? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it.
I'm glad you have noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Don't mind the mess.
Well, thank you. He pops up everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes.
It's about the disappearance of the young lady last night. Renowned ballerina of the Northern Ballets disappears from Shanghai. During the performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. Of course, she is of course the talented young
Nikolina Pavlova.
Nikolina Pavlova.
Why are Russian names so hard to remember?
Probably because your weak Japanese brain can't comprehend Russian contents.
Looks at his goddamn handwriting. Chair to try to check me, that mate. It appeared the young woman was in costume, which she was found to be missing from her dressing room, wearing the diamond tiara you see in the picture, which is worth some 20,000 rubles.
I think it's rubles.
That's what it said.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles?
I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money.
Zuzo-san's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves. Shining bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond.
The tiara is property of the Ivanovich Bullet. It would seem that ballet. It would seem the director is beside himself with worry.
Yes, I'm not surprised.
The company is most anxious to recover both Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They requested international assistance at all ports, sailings to Great Britain.
Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country? 20,000 rubles.
It does seem to be a Russian thing to do. Okay.
I'm not even going going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Nonohudo. The article about the ballerina. Okay. So now we know. We got the picture from that. So okay.
On the back?
Cast your eyes over it sometime if your interest takes you, though you may need someone to interpret it.
Oh, written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. But I suppose it wouldn't just hurt to glance at the article. Maybe there might be a picture or two.
So, I believe I've given you enough of this to consider for the time being, at least.
Do you have somewhere to go?
As it happens, the victim's writing in his diary have piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe. I am not, if I'm still too long, seasickness takes a hold.
Oh, I suppose. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to?
Great detectives are curious. Our minds revel at stagnation. We crave mental exhilaration.
Exaltation.
Exaltation.
Exhortation. So yes, I intend to investigate. Hence, the truth will become clear soon enough.
Do you think perhaps that we could go with you?
No, it would be somewhat complicated.
What? So why?
Simple glances at your wrist should reveal the answer.
Oh, these.
After all, you're the primary suspect in this matter. No.
There's no point in trying to turn it into a question. You're the one to decide I was the culprit in the first place.
According to Google, 2,000 rubles back in 1907 would be $10,200. Holy.
Damn, son.
And I've also did the calculations of how much 20,000 rubles would be in Japanese. You'll be surprised at the result.
How much would that be? Oh god.
30,612 yen.
Jesus.
So when Ryonosuke said that would be quite a lot, he's right.
Dang.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh, did you read your line? Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, you did read your line, right? Devon?
Yeah.
I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point.
What?
Definitely the definition of a
You must be joking. You just said it only a moment ago. Okay. What?
Dear me, you're clearly misguided. I would have no cause to say such things.
Think of all the vending machine pizzas I can buy with that. Oh, yes, and the ice cream machines and the slushy machines, and put that all in my basement.
That's in front of Bella's face. Bella, you're thinking about money again. You're thinking about money again. Come back to the girl.
Also, a cotton candy machine. That'd be fun. Anyway.
But you already have one.
You made one in the basement.
I sold it in the series, remember?
I don't remember that.
I did sell it. When I got my new place, I had to sell it.
Yep.
Well, actually, Mr. Sholmes, I did hear you say that too.
You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange.
This guy a freaking short-term memory.
I wouldn't have said it if you had the face of the criminal. You know, not really.
So what? Were you looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are.
Well, anyway, that was then and this was now.
What do you mean?
What I mean, sir, is this.
If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll and accept your fate.
Now he's just being plain rude.
Hope I'm playing
That
well.
or he thinks all of this is a game.
And off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor as twisted as his name.
Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for? We must go investigate the cabin next door as well.
Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way I can...
Number 4.
4 times a charm!
After Kazuma-sama spent his dying wish moment struggling to leave us a clue you're willing to give up? You're just going to roll over and accept your fate?
As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. I think we still have some investigation to finish off in here first, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to slip to the next door.
Good idea.
The situation doesn't look too good for me, but there are still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this, and bring the real culprit to justice.
Alright, let's see. So we...
Is that?
What the hell? How did he get in here?
I swear, half the guys in here are freaking ninjas.
Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, no, it's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Wait a second.
Oh, yes, you're right. He does look very familiar.
Wait,
excuse me, sir.
I think I know who that is.
TNT, this is you.
He's not here.
Fudge. Damn it. He's not here and it's line. You know what? I'll just take over. It's okay. Yes. What can I do for you? Hi, Hosonaga!
I recognize that face, but it can't be. And he's gone. It is!
I didn't know you were here! Inspector Hosonaga!
What is he doing here?
Hello again.
What are you doing here?
I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart stopped. Nearly stopped, I hope.
Yeah, this guy's heart's gonna give out on him
I
any
received
time
some
now.
special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board the ship.
Again?
You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask.
I never expected to see this man on board. But perhaps his presence will help me out of this hopeless situation, if he doesn't die first.
Let's converse. Special orders.
So what are your special orders this time, Inspector?
Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew? I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I take full responsibility.
For what?
My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard. It was Minister of Justice Jigoku who pushed... Oh my fucking god.
What?
I just realized what Jigoku means in Japanese.
What?
Jigoku literally means hell. Jigoku literally means hell. You can look it up.
So, foreshadowing, maybe?
Probably, I'm not sure. It was Minister of Justice Jigoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated.
Assassinated? How could that even been a possibility?
I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Jikoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities.
This is incredible.
I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated? Obviously, we couldn't give Asogi-san a visible security escort. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew. I see. And I didn't take my eyes off of him the entire time we've been on board, from morning until night every day. But I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin, not here on the first deck. I failed miserably at my assignment, and Asogi-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize.
Inspector.
So if there's anything at all that I can do to help now, just say the word. Yay! He's here to help.
We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves.
I'm just checking. Okay. Oh, I thought you might be. Wow, everybody's all mute. Okay. I guess we're the only ones in this room. I'm just kidding.
What the heck? What the heck, bros?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer.
Of course not.
We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door.
Yes, so we need to be allowed out of this cabin.
I'm sorry.
What?
You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety.
Ah,
You've
come
to
the
even
fuck
touch the
on.
handle of the cabin door. That stormy-looking seaman there would surely snap your neck in two.
I suppose. I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well.
Come too close to the door. I snap your neck like twig.
I snap your neck like twig. Anyway, would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive. What do you mean? If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd laid my life on the line if I had to.
But I don't see how... The diary! The diary!
There may be a way.
No, what? Really?
Think of how you tried to persuade me of your innocence, Naruhodo-san? By presenting me with a piece of evidence you already had in your possession.
Evidence?
It's just the same when you were in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Simply select the present panel and choose some evidence that Inspector Hasanaga could use.
So evidence that would give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin, is it? Alright, yes. I think I might know what we could use. Let's see if I can present the detective with the evidence he needs to persuade the captain. I'm gonna sneeze. Never mind, false alarm.
I was about to say, if you sneezed, it wasn't recorded. Alright, so we're gonna try and present the diary. So present.
You have to present there.
Alright. Yep, the whistling sound and the Bangles band. What's that?
It's Kazuma's diary.
You were right. Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary. Strange? In what way? He wrote... What... Oh, White Blade's off. White Blade's on mute, so I'll just continue.
What?
He wrote what looks like some kind of speckled band.
Oh, he's here.
Dangling from the ventilator grill.
I'm here.
It's
Just
okay.
added thing.
It's fine. A speckled band? That is strange.
Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. What we would like to know is...
Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it? You're very astute, Inspector. That ventilator clearly joins to the next door cabin.
That's right. So if we can investigate in there, we might be able to work out what the speckled band was.
Alright then.
Ah,
I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. Really? You're willing to do that? Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs, though.
but what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders? God.
I'm a man of my word.
Oh, he's back. TNT's here.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. Here's your line. I took over for you.
Hey. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line, if that's what it takes to convince the captain. After all, I failed to keep Asoki-san safe. This is the least I could do.
True.
Thank you.
True, but we gotta figure it out. Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just select move and we can leave this cabin at last.
Move. Alright, let's see what we can find out.
Alright, before we do, I want to check something really quick.
Again, sorry about that.
You're good. This is... Yes, it's a bell cord contraption, I think.
What do you mean, contraption?
I read about it in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have bell cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants.
Really? That sounds almost magical.
Wait a minute. Is that... Hold on.
Shall we give it a little try?
Yes! In the interest of cultural research, obviously.
Whoa. Housekeeping!
Oh, it goes ding ding, so it's not a whistle. I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people.
No, I'm sure that everyone is busy. That's all.
Oh, wait, shit. Nope.
Dead already. Did that. You didn't do the wardrobe.
Alright, we did do the wardrobe. It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san?
I think living isn't quite the right description.
Oh, no, I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting making this voyage in your own secret hideout.
The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So yes, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. And last night was no exception.
But because of that, you had no idea what was happening out here in the cabin.
No, sadly not.
Alright, so I think that's everything.
Yeah, that's everything. We must go.
Okay, give me a little bit more just to make sure I got everything. Oh, we can talk to the sailor man. Yeah, let's talk to Sailor Boy. Oh, shit.
Wrong button.
Easy with the clicking,
Alright,
Bella.
I do Sailor. So...
Excuse me.
What?
I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Would you mind if I investigate a little outside?
Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes, but this is not true, I see.
Sorry?
That criminal asking prison guard to help him escape, very funny.
We're in the middle of the sea. There's no chance of me escaping.
Niet.
Yeah,
You
hold
stay
on.
in this cabin until next port. Then it is up to Hong Kong police to decide what they do with you. You stay.
Vacuum.
Alright.
I just want to take a shower.
Okay. Alright, yeah, sorry, that was just my dad.
You're fine.
They're still trying to appeal to this man's better nature, that's for sure.
Alright, let's leave. We are done here then. So we have Kazuma's cabin and the first class passageway. So here's our next bit.
Just hold on. I gotta unplug my headphones since I'm the only one in the house right now.
Okay. January 9th, 7:48 a.m. The SS Buria first class cabin passageway. Whenever you're ready, D-Money.
Hello?
Hmm?
Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm back.
Hold on. Yes, TNT?
The reason why I sort of left for a bit is because Dad wanted me to help set up Halloween decorations a little bit.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I had to quickly change my sound settings. Phew, I'm finally out of that cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be. And this is the most luxurious accommodation.
Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on the study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage.
Really? That must be awful.
Oh!
Oh! Look over there! That's another crewman keeping watch. He looks enormous, even if he is sitting down.
The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't.
I suppose. Like people in handcuffs?
Naruto-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already.
Well, yes, I know. But the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came aboard. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. It didn't even lead to Narnia!
It must have been a very trying time for you.
I hear you trying to suppress that giggle. Please, don't give me that pitying look.
Well?
Let's examine a bit.
Let's talk to Mom.
There's another Russian sailor.
This is you, by the way, Spawn. This is your character.
Excuse me, but can I ask you something?
You little... I don't know the word. Stowaway.
Stowaway murderer.
Stowaway murderer.
Shit. That wasn't a good start, was it?
Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you?
You little third-class lady's maid. There we go.
You're fine. Oh.
We seem to have got this sailor on a bad day, Suzuto-san.
I am not a sailor. My mother gave me a name.
Oh.
I am senior crew member.
Beef Stroganoff.
Beef Stroganoff.
Yes, it's a pun on beef stroganoff. Literally.
The best thing is just to avoid eye contact, I think.
Ah. That's kind of unusual, isn't it? The marks...
Would have been...
The marks on his face?
Yep.
Mr. Stroganov, about this first-class cabin area.
We are in finest part of Brodia's steamship. For 4 very important persons.
What sort of very important persons?
Government officials, kings, queens, traveling in secret. Many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place.
Gosh, that's amazing.
But somehow, I let stupid Stowaway inside.
Oof.
I want to pick you up and throw you into ocean. But Stroganoff is not animal.
Thank you.
If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Sogi's currently occupied? Da. Yeah.
Susato-san, did you understand that?
It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes. Or no. It's Russian for yes.
Yes.
It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation.
Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least. Oh, wait, was that me or you? Oh, that was you.
Well-
I'm sorry.
Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least.
Sorry about that. TF too heavy. Da. Funny. Yes, it's tantalizing. Oh! Last night.
Are you on watcher all the time, Seaman Stroganoff?
Da. All time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out.
I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all?
It is sad about student boy.
Were you on watch last night as well?
Of course.
And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual?
Hell.
What word is that? I don't know what that word is.
Susato-san, did you understand that?
It was clearly a no. Oh, it's niet.
Nyat. There we go. I saw nothing unusual. Nothing at all.
And you didn't hear any strange noises or sense anything was wrong in some way?
Whoa!
Or are you averting your gaze?
Oh, wait a minute. He's hiding something.
I said no.
Sorry.
He's hiding something when he looks like that.
I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there.
If you have anything else to say it now.
Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's?
His name is Mr. Grimsby Roulette. He is very important. Western gentleman.
Grimsby Roylon. I wonder if that's a pun on something. I'm gonna look it up.
Of course. Knowing Ace Attorney is probably some sort of wordplay.
No, it's not! He's an actual character! Dr. Grimsby Roylott is the main antagonist of Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes short story, The Adventure of the Speckled Band. It's an actual character.
He came out of the book and into reality.
However, it's a Mr. Grimsby, not a Dr. Grimsby. So this is a Mr. Grimsby.
A Western gentleman.
Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with a murderer of student boy.
You sure about that?
How can you be so sure about that? How's that going here?
Mr. Roylott is
authentic.
Authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest with lowly student from
insignificant.
Insignificant. Far East Islands.
That was harsh.
Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard?
That is not your business.
Darn.
Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, I've been in Cosmo's closet cabin the entire time. I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there was anyone there.
presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right?
That is not your business.
Dang it.
This is enough. I cannot say more now.
Oh,
It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin.
yes, all right.
But
Bulkhead.
bulkhead to second class is staying locked at all times.
It just means it's the big giant door. That's what a bulkhead
You
is.
escape when Lobster whistles on top of the mountain, or as English say, when the pigs fly.
Yes, I understand. And off he fucks.
Good.
I
Now
hope
we can
that-
investigate this area properly, shall we?
Definitely.
Oh, let's investigate. You know what? And reminding me, there's something right here that's standing right in front of my face.
That book on top of the table there is huge. There's a pen with it, too.
Yes, I'm sure that's the ship's log.
Shall we have a little look through it?
The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded.
You wouldn't expect a rough and steady sailor to have such beautiful handwriting.
I heard that. Choose your next
Anyway,
word
look
carefully or
here.
you're over.
Last night's log is mostly blank.
Presumably that means there was nothing to report.
Or something was hiding.
This looks like a plan of the SS Birdia. It shows each deck. Look.
The Buria is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering!
Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but maybe this can survive being hit by an iceberg.
Oh my god.
How is that such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean?
Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruhodo-san.
It is? She just says it floats, I swear.
Well, consider the Japanese archipelago.
The islands of Japan?
Yes, they're not metal, but they're not enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than... Oh, they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than the ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them.
Well, I suppose so.
We'll have to see in Wakeren. Alright, so... seat? Okay,
No.
that's a bulkhead. That's the way to the second class area of the ship. Is something wrong?
I was thinking about making a run for it. Just for a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me.
I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there.
Too far? Woman, you've body slammed me 4 times. No, it started with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Cosmo's death remains a mystery anyway.
Alright, there is also something else that caught me off guard.
The fuck is that?
Ah, a trap for catching mice. A mouse trap.
Don't stick your finger in it. Don't stick your finger in it. Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan.
Guys, I'm gonna stick my finger in it.
No, don't.
No.
I'm
Don't.
gonna stick it. Get.
No, no.
Ah, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
You just hear a Tom scream. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. What?
Let me see. Yes, I think that's what it's called. Cheese. It is made from the milk of cows.
Cheese? I wonder what it tastes like, Gromit.
Oh my god. What about the bulletin of the ship layout? We already did that. You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. The trap will snap your shit on your fingers.
Really? But I suppose you're right.
It's been sitting out there. You wouldn't want to eat it. You weren't actually going to try it, were you?
All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe.
What? Wait a minute. Automod said that was apparently what you said, Jax, was a sex-based term. Why?
What?
You know what? You know what? Jax, rewrite your message and write it properly. If you can. I just don't want people to think that we're trying to do that. He was trying to message saying to stick the finger in the mousetrap, but he wrote something that is apparently a block.
Oh boy. Oh my god, people. Oh boy.
It's alright. No, it's not anything. No, it's not anything serious. It's just,
oh, you're looking at the wall.
I know. They think... I was trying to look at the sign here, that's all.
What do you think this is? A very pleasing shape, doesn't it?
Can you repeat your message, what you said about sticking your finger into the trap? And you go, ah... Just repeat it without putting... Yeah, just make sure you put it in the trap. So the thing's going.
What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, isn't it?
That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it.
Oh, an alarm.
It says press only in times of emergency. It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop. Yes, this wall is made out of wall.
Oh, I have to see.
What are you doing, Narada-san? You mustn't touch it.
But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs.
You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in a very worse situation.
I wish everything would just stop, this ship included.
If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. True. Okay, I was trying to click on the sign. Okay, so the sign is not. Alright.
Alright, well, I think that's everything here.
Yeah. Just
Only
making
one
sure.
thing left to do.
Just making sure. Just looking around. Okay, that's our... Oh. Well, we could examine the door, but that's the door to our thing, so that's probably useless. Alright. Z. Move. And into...
No, we have to...
Oh, yeah, we do have to investigate the door. Oh, okay. Never mind then. This is the door.
This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one where the ventilator connects to.
Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging.
Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. Housekeeping!
Oh my god.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping!
No answer.
Shit.
We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries.
How annoying.
Ah!
What was that? It came from inside the cabin.
Such a high-pitched scream! It must have been a woman. Yes, Sasano.
Oh, this...
Stand aside. Oh, hi.
Oh, it's you. Blade, are you here? Hi, Blade.
Yeah, sorry, one moment. I'm about to break the door down.
Mr. Sholmes!
I shan't be stopped when the fit is on me. I am revel in kicking doors off their hinges.
Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes!
He's going to hurt his foot.
The door doesn't appear to be bolted.
It doesn't? Then how the deuce am I dispatched the muscle urge? What break can I take?
I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stresses, Leaf.
Alright, they're going in.
Go. Breach and clear! Breach and clear!
No, January 9th, SS Buria. First class, cabin number 2. What the?
What?
Okay, this person. You know what? I'm gonna play this person for a reason.
A Western gentleman?
And you'll see who it is. Oh yeah, the line. Who are you?
A Western gentleman? This man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream.
A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. And why did you hear a girl scream?
True. This old man does appear to be the only person in here.
The books are knocked over too. Something must have happened to the ship last night. In the game.
Who rocked the boat? But in that case, who just screamed?
Get out, all of you, now!
Please excuse the intrusion, but you're the Mr. Grimby Royvolt, right, I believe?
Yes, that's me. And you are?
I'm the one and only, at the actual Herlock Sholmes. You've heard me, no doubt?
No.
I'm the great detective among great detectives. One who on the covers of popular magazines, no less. I assure you, you may trust me completely.
Oh, there could be a point. Actually, Grin, hold on a second. Let me check something. Hold on. No, it's too different. You can't see the mouth with the beard. This is a different person. So this is a different person entirely.
This man uses that magazine like it's a business card.
A detective? I do not trust detectives.
We distinctly heard a scream emanating within these walls.
They're in the wall.
But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. Might I be bold to ask you to open that shell traveling case? Small traveling case?
What? Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that?
It's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside of one's trunk?
Don't look at me.
What?
Excuse.
Oh my! Did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, the case just shook. And I'm shook.
Leave now, otherwise I call the steward.
Put the scissors down. So this is Cosmo's neighbor, Mr. Grimsby Roylott. No doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something.
I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. Oh yay! Actually, I'm curious. Okay, so we can talk to them. But you know what? We're gonna examine. What?
What the?
What the? It just goes right in. God damn it.
Don't mind me, I'm trying to find Narnia.
Ooh. What do you think you're doing? Ah! This is my cabin. Get out! Could we just have a quick look inside your traveling case, perhaps? No. What a pity. I think we're out of luck.
I think you're right.
There doesn't appear to be anything more we can do.
I agree, but there may be someone else who can help. So we can't perhaps that great detective could get somewhere with Mr. Roylott.
Me.
We
Hold on.
can't examine anything.
I can wheel scroll as well.
So we can't examine anything until he deals with it.
Oh, I see.
So.
Alright, get your ass out of there.
Get off your ass out of the freaking car.
Get your ass out of there, Mr. Sholmes.
Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes?
You need to only address me as Sholmes.
That's what I just did, isn't it? Oh, please, Mr. Sholmes was my grandfather. Well, Mr. Sholmes, what the hell were you doing in there?
Wanking. I mean, I was resting, of course.
Hey! This is not an 18+ stream. Turn it down. Anyway.
I'm glad that mic didn't pick up my wheeze.
Resting?
Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe while waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you should need to call my great powers of deduction into service.
Oh!
And it would seem that hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken?
Well, no, actually. You're spot on. For once.
Observe closely. As I fuck this up.
Wait, what's in their pocket?
A Russian host in this cabin, Roylet, is clearly trying to hide something. You know what the most effective weapon used against a Russian hiding a secret? Why, the truth, of course. Oh, and it should be pointed out that such methods are not exactly for the Russian.
Exclusively.
Right.
Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret of his guards, he's guarded so closely, is exposed?
Exposed.
He's like to witness. Exposed. Would you like to witness it?
Oh, yes, please!
Now then, how about you see me about to see well astounded you? For I am about to apply my great detective's great admirably admired deduction to the case.
Great deduction.
What the fuck's this word? I know, that's what I said. Motherfucker, these wordings.
Alright, it's time for the tutorial.
Put this man or a haggard portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you?
What?
From time to time, it occurs to me. Seems the fellow is dubious of an account of a Russianism, or Russian of account of his dubiousness?
I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you. Or anyone.
That's right, and Mr. Sholmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment.
Shh. I must complete this. I must complete silence.
Yes? What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that?
Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. There could be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts.
Oh boy, here we go.
Mr. Roylet, have reached two incontrovertible conclusions.
I know, words are hard. What do you mean?
Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Use those shears and you're about to end an existence of something most dear. Are you not? And number two, the other conclusive I have drawn. That you are, at this very moment, no less than in the midst of committing another grievous crime. Beneath the beard, your mouth is curving to a mischievous, nervous tension, as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not?
Arg! Oh, Naruhodo-san! I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Shom's great deductions with my own eyes!
That was a great deduction?
Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person.
What ineffable twaddle!
I just want to make sure... Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't have to do lines for the guy. Oh yes, I've read about his countless times in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Sam Toyer. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true.
Okay, stop fangirling, please. I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Roylet's face. It looks like somehow both of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right.
How could you?
How could I possibly know such things, you wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was I arrived at this pair of conclusions. So I do accordingly invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let us board the train of reasoning.
We're on a boat.
Put it plainly, let's work out through my deductions together.
Is this? Yep, here it is! The great deduction. It's time for the tutorial.
The game's afoot.
The topic one. Topic one, old man's identity.
So, the dubious Russian of Mr. Roylet obviously catches the eye in the first place. Is that enormous pairs of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could possibly you want with such an implement? And the answer, of course, is staring in the face. We're on the verge of using the shears to cut away the conspicuous beard you sprout.
That's a bad one. So he was right on using the shears. But what it looks like to me is that the copious beard is not the right answer.
Oh, moving on.
He just slid over.
The question now begs this. Why would you desire to get rid of yourself a magnificent beard, Royette? Once again, the answer is plain, as we have clear evidence to shed light of the matter. Regard, if you will, this morning's new paper in particular. Fascinating front page article. Which would appear you also read, Mr. Royette.
Okay, that's correct, I think.
As such, no need of further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is about the article about the revolutionary.
That's wrong.
In translation, the headlines reads revolutionary Valen leads Russian via Shanghai. And you cannot fail to observe the subject of the article possesses such an extremely copious beard.
This guy's Michael Jacksoning all over the place.
You haven't noted the article to yourself, and you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is known beyond a doubt. You're the famous Russian revolutionary himself, Valen Brofisk. Not that I heard of you myself, you understand. How did I do with his voice?
Very good.
Very good, yes.
Here we go again. Reason number 2. And he does choose. Now, as for my second conclusion. You are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a grievous crime. And the proof of this crime over there! Yes, Mr. Roylett. Taking unawares, the people have propensity to let their eyes stray, you see.
Oh!
I assure you, the eyes seek much more adequately and honestly more than the mouth. The answer we seek lies with fragrant glances fall. The proof of your crime sits before our eyes. Yes, the traveling case.
Nope, that's not it.
This time I think the case can be opened and the contents laid bare.
No,
Now,
I refuse.
What could you possibly conceal inside, we asked? Be my estimation, a young lady perhaps, one's right enough to fit in with therein?
Don't be absurd.
And that, pray, would be identity of this young lady in the traveling case?
Oh.
Dear me. We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? No careless probably portray you. Once again, we only need to follow your fragrant glances to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your traveling case can equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. And there another stimulating article. If we turn the fleeing revolutionary to the back page, the renowned prima ballerina of the Novik Ballet disappears from Shanghai. And such a headline can lead us to one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. According to that article, the young lady's name is Novalia Pavlovia.
Pavla. I don't feel like this is correct.
And thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma.
Elementsky. See, some of them are confusing. Like you're right on that part, Whiteblade. He's half right and half wrong.
Susato-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it?
Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow.
Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes. Could you come over here for a moment?
Don Flamingo walks towards you. Hey, what can I do for you?
It's about your deductions. Would you mind?
Not at all. Go on.
Well, to start with, there's a newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other.
That is true.
Aha! Yes, I recall our discussion earlier. At the time, I believe I told you. The man of the revolutionary was believed to revolutionize his own appearance.
In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roya does look more like this man than you do.
That's not the point.
Hello, Velo. Good to see you.
And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina.
Yeah, truly startling revelation. First glance, the case would appear to be too small to accommodate a young woman.
Not just at first glance, it is too small. Clearly.
I am not bright.
You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you pushed really hard.
I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she?
You mean you don't know? No. She is 15.
No, I didn't know. How could I?
Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from the case.
Some years ago, I read something permanent, I believe. A trope of men consuming vinegar jellies in order to promote a certain
Lithness.
in their bodies.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Vinegar?
For such a brewed bunch, sour bunch, it would surely be
Simplicity.
It's simplicity itself to contort oneself into confinements of what that small case.
Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes. Why would a revolutionary on the run go out of his way to kidnap a ballerina? That's a good point. Because they say the revolutionary, is a killer. Would have done it to kill her, but that doesn't make sense.
This whole thing is turning into a circus. Da circus, Afro circus.
Afro circus, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out, Afro.
Give me 1 second, guys. You might hear a little bit of music, but I gotta find a song that I used really quick for, let me see. Yeah, here it is. Give me 1 second. Okay. There we go. There. Alright, sorry about that. Anyways. Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of a matter almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seems a little off.
Your idea of a little may be a little off itself, Mrs. Otto.
It's just 1 or 2 key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think?
Switch some keywords in his deduction.
Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction.
Precisely the thought. That was going through my own mind.
And you know, this man is a lot of work.
So what I'm gonna do is, after we get done with this deduction, I'm gonna head off for the night. So we're gonna finish this up and then take off because I'm starting to get a headache.
Fair enough. At times, I wonder how anyone can put up with me.
It's not that funny.
Doing alright.
You, my good fellow.
Sorry?
Want to see a magic trick? Take a look at your wrist.
My wrist?
What the fuck? Whoa! What the hell? Where did you... White Blade, did you just predict the future? Where are your handcuffs? Yeah, where the fuck are they?
Okay, apparently
They
this
just
guy's freaking
disappeared.
David Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
Or Houdini, either
I felt they hindered your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction.
He is a headache. Agreed.
I don't believe it.
Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel.
No.
He's a quack.
Marvel doesn't want anything to do with this
And
man.
don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrist when we are finished.
Oh, come on.
I'm not worried, in fact. I'd rather stay like this.
So, let us begin. Sherlock Sholmes is proud to present Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Okay, David Copperfield. Alright. Velocity, or Velo, you know, it was so fun while it lasted, but the thing I was mentioning in Storytime, Sylveon Storytime 2 video, what were you mentioning, my dear good person? Alright, it's time for Course Correction! The tutorial. Which is amazing, except it shows my old PFP, which is black and green finger. Alright.
So, the delirious looking Russian, Mr. Royal Lips.
Actually, no, we don't need to read this. We don't need to read this. It's just repeating everything.
Yeah. Thank you. That saves me time.
This enormous pair of shears you hide in your hand.
Okay.
That's good. And now we ask ourselves what's going on. The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious spear you sprang. Oh, right there. That's it. I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard?
I doubt that's something I'll have to worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though.
It doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either.
Which means, I suppose, that the deduction is wrong.
Let's try to switch a keyword here, Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters.
Alright, but how?
I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylott.
I wonder if it's really his beard that he intended to use those shears on.
Exactly. If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholmes' deduction better,
Then what?
then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san.
Why am I the one to do something about this?
Alright.
Because I'm the main character, that's why. Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott going to use those enormous shears for?
Let's see. Okay, so it's exploring as much as... Okay. Let's see. Whoa!
Wait a minute.
Whoa! Okay! What? How did anyone not see this?
I have a theory now.
I'm starting to think.
But I'm gonna save it.
You're gonna save it? Okay.
Alright, just keep, yeah, so let's see. What's this?
It looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks.
No, the color is not the point. The point is, what's it doing on the back of Mr. Roylott's head? And how is it growing out from underneath his thick black hair? That's brown, my guy.
He's Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Doug, what?
Dog the Bounty Hunter. Yeah. Well, yes, that's true. It's so stunningly beautiful and stunningly surprising.
Something's definitely not right here.
So I think what it is that technically Mr. Sholmes is right, but it seems that he's off-putting it to somewhere else. So we're gonna present the golden locks.
Yes! You were on the verge of using those.
Hold on. Here's your sentence.
You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport.
Indeed. You identified the precise detail that I was intending to expose. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit a old man.
You're not a man at all. You're a woman, and judging from the length and sheen of your hair...
Still, very much in her youth.
Oh no! If only I'd managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. I'm still keeping the voice down.
The question now begs this: why would you desire to get rid of yourselves of the magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We need clear evidence to shed light on the matter. I think I already read this
you
part
read
again.
this, yep. And this one we
Okay.
gotta change.
Well, that was a shock. I had no idea that old man was really a young woman disguised, did you? What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Yes, it was a surprise, Naruto-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Sorry?
You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing the facts with Mr. Sholmes.
I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. Strictly business. That's strictly
Yes, I understand. Say no more.
Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the facts at all now.
No, that's true, given that Mr. Roylott, it's actually a woman.
Exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary.
I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now.
Yes.
Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand them.
For some reason, this woman needs to try and hide her true identity. I feel as though I've either read about or heard a young woman in a situation like that recently. All right, I'll do my best. I think we know the answer, everybody.
Yep, because even though Mr. Sholmes presented this, it's actually this.
Yes! Lock it in.
Yep, article about the ballerina.
The evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina.
That's right. You're hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina from Nordic Ballet has disappeared from Shanghai. It would appear we finally to address you by your true name.
Yes, because your true identity is that of the Novovic Ballet's prima ballerina.
Miss Novik
Nikolina Pavlova. Oh! Oh God. Oh Jesus, fuck, that scared me. I thought the scissors went into her head. Holy shit.
All
Well,
right.
we got two murders.
Oh.
Aye.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna Scooby-Doo this motherfucker.
Oh. Hey, remember she's 15. No squirrels in my pants here.
Hey, I say she looks gorgeous.
Was this meant to be cast as character?
Yes. You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone.
A ballerina on the run.
We've done it.
But, however, there's a second topic.
The wrongdoing.
And you already read this.
No second conclusion, blah blah.
You are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there.
Okay.
Oh yes, Miss
Yeah.
Pavlova. Taken unawares, people have a do-do-do. Ah! And I assure you, the eyes speak much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. Answer we seek lies in the fertile downfalls of the suitcase. No, it's something
Boom.
else.
This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside that traveling case as well.
No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all.
In which case, what is the crime that this young woman is apparently committing?
I have a theory.
What?
I think she was. Oh my god. I think since she was on the run, she was trying to steal the crown for herself.
Ah, I can see I'm going to have to step in and fix a great sex mistake again.
You seem to look pleased, Naruto-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes?
Stop it. Please. Anyway, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to.
Alright. I think it's time to watch her glance. Oh, no, we can't. Okay.
What did she glance at the evidence of crime? Let's see.
Can I... Okay, oh, there we... There it is! The tiara!
Yes!
The proof of your crime is surely this tiara.
I believe this tiara is worn by a stage of the dancers in the Novic Ballet, is it not? Indeed. It would appear this is identical to the tiara pictured here in this newspaper article.
Okay, I just want to make sure that was Sholmes' line. Continue.
If the reporting is to believe, the item is worth 20,000 rubles.
Or $10,200 in money back then.
In summary,
The crime you have committed is
It's theft! Oh no!
yes. Well, it's trooped unlawfully, taking their precious tiara with you.
No!
The hat doesn't fit her at all.
I have no one, no family, no friends. I'm all alone and I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Prussia? It belongs to me.
This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself? She must have been extremely lonely.
All right, I will tell you everything. There is no point to hiding it now.
Come, let us not be hasty.
What?
There remains one unsolved mystery about you.
Mystery? What do you mean? Oh, the case.
You have strangely refused to open this traveling case of yours in Arbus' presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, there exists for some reason why you wish to remain reclosed. And it is not so, Miss Polvava. My dear girl, is there no sense of playing games with me? No escaping my attention? Indeed, I have a very good idea of both the contents of your case, even before I even lay eyes on them. Hear me. We are not well suited for a life of crime, are we? I already read that one.
You're careless. D-O-L? It's D-O... Doyle?
Well.
I say D-O-L. Just say it like that.
Doyle betrayed you. Already read this one.
Okay, yep.
Oh.
Yes, the reason you refused to open your case is...
No, there's something else.
He's completely changed tack with his deduction now.
I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you?
Maybe, but why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all this? It's just a wild guess, surely.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that that's the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open the case. Would have been something written in a book that doesn't belong to her.
Yes, that's true. But still, Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself.
And there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in the same area, if that's where her gaze is involuntarily drawn.
I agree, that's the only answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case
I wonder.
should have been revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase.
I wonder.
Let's see. Look closely.
Hey, what was the rules?
I'm just making sure we can move. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this too, but if there and Jack said, is there a tiny animal in there?
Ella, Rules of passage. No pets are allowed on.
If there's a pet in there.
Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written on the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or any dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
Inside that case of yours is suddenly forbidden from the carriage of this vessel. Is the real reason you refused to open it, thus revealing its contents?
Whoa!
As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time. But no weapon or other dangerous item would move on its own accord.
There's really this one possibility, blah blah blah. Inside of your traveling case?
Haha. It is the last time listed as forbidden in the vessel's rules of passage. Pets!
we choreographed that enough.
Yeah, I think so.
And we got it.
Oh!
Possession of a prohibited animal.
How was that, Bella?
Very nice, you two. Very nice. Deduction complete. Elementary. Well done.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Well done.
So clearly, you aren't who you said you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Royalt. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. Later in the same night, you stormed aboard of this vessel.
Which couldn't have been easy. The Birdie is a large steamship with a vast crew. Could you really have snuck on the board without being noticed? I don't think so.
In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an older gentleman. And your intentions have all links to your past by severing your long locks.
Which I don't think you should have done because she looks smoking hot.
She's 15!
Oh, come
on!
Squirrel in my pants!
There is no trifling matter.
No being a squirrel in the pants!
I can't help it. I'm sorry. Hair turns me on.
My personal recommendation is to leave well enough alone.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin?
The venerable tingling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally.
More like a full set of pipes if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I'm sure they would come looking for me. That's when I decided to, how do you say, disguise myself? So no one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man? I see. Still, remember guys, she's 15 years old. I put on the fur hat and fake beard. Then just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearances completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fast as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
I hate it when a bunch of people just barge into my cabin.
It indeed happen like that from time to time.
Are those two even talking about the same thing?
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case?
Come on.
You were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world.
I'm probably dead from lack of air holes.
Don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say it to any of the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, must tell us as much detail as you can muster about the events of last night.
Yes, all right. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something, Mr. Sholmes' great deduction?
It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible.
Indeed, that is incredible.
My sake, man, quit butting into our conversation!
Hold on, one more thing. Magic trick number 2.
Oh, yes, what?
Observe your wrist.
My...
Oh, god damn it.
David Copperfield! What? How? Did that cut? Did that cut?
Yeah, probably. True to my word, I restored your shackles.
When and why and who and how?
It could be anything.
I am very quick hands.
There's still a shadow
Many
of
would-
guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at that moment.
Can it?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
I think you should
But
probably.
sadly, but sadly, it is time to save.
But I'm glad I can be your Herlum Shom.
Herlum, yes.
This one was really fun.
Oh, yes. We'll definitely do another day in the future. We're not done with this game yet.
Sadly, I can't do Muzzum Kazuma because he's dead.
Yeah, we'll get you more voices to do.
Fortunately, I already forgot the character
worry.
I voiced.
Don't
Bella?
worry. Yes?
Sorry, I still had to leave a couple of times.
Don't worry. It's completely fine. Don't worry about it.
Things happen.
Fortunately, I already forgot the name of the character I voiced.
Anyways, next time on Chaos and Disorder Day, we are going to find out what is in that suitcase.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining, and we will see you all on another day, another Chaos and Disorder Day. Also, make sure you check out the Saturday because Stella will be streaming something. We don't know what.
Yeah.
Anyways, have
Not
a good
sure
night,
what.
everybody.
Have a
And
good
we
night,
will see you
everyone.
all on another Chaos and Disorder Day. Good night.
See ya.
Farewell.
Bye.